Hello and welcome back to OmniFoot TV. This is your host Omar speaking. Today's first video of the day hopefully is about Sadio Mane moving to Saudi club Al Nassr. Now, if you've been following my channel for quite a while now, you probably will have seen a video that I had made talking about the potential to actually see Mane at Newcastle United. Now, I'm just going to talk about this briefly because I thought that at 31 years old, you would expect Mane to either go back to the Premier League or go to a club in Europe that allowed him to compete for more, to maintain a certain level. But having seen him make the move to Al Nassr, I think that his career is primarily over. Maybe playing with the likes of Brozovic and Ronaldo, but he's not doing it in a place where he can sustain a level of success at the top level, for obvious reasons. Now, I don't know if his experience with Bayern shut him down to an extent where he didn't see much past the adversities that he had to deal with there, from the injuries prior to the World Cup to a season of stagnation overall where he struggled to deliver, struggled to adapt to Nagelsmann's tactical approach, struggled to adapt to what was being asked of him in general. I look at this and think to myself that, he probably had a lot more in him. And I think a move to Newcastle would have been much better. I think he would have reinvigorated his career in a sense. I'm sure he feels that maybe having missed the World Cup, that there's nothing left for him to achieve. He's a Premier League winner, a Champions League winner, a Liverpool legend, but there's still enough time in his career. There is still enough time to actually go on and do something special. Now, granted, I don't assume he's going to stay at Saudi Arabia for too long. If he does choose to stay until he retires, that'll be a little disappointing, but I can't look at this league in particular and think that this is where these players are going to go to die. Maybe it can function as a turning point and lead him back to Europe. I would assume that more so in regards to a younger player going there, but I think it still applies. Maybe there's something he sees there beyond the money, which is a hard ask. I don't think that that's the case. I'd like to think otherwise. I think everyone would like to think otherwise. I think people would like to assume that everyone going there isn't necessarily just going for the money. But the obvious reason is that he's gonna cash out. I just don't like the idea that we're seeing players this young. And yes, Sadio Mane, in my humble opinion, he's still got 4 to 5 years ahead of him, maybe 3 or 4 at the top level, which he is seemingly going to waste there. Then you have the likes of Joao Felix, for example, who's being courted by Al Hilal. And you have Ansu Fati, who's seemingly closing in on making a complete switch from Barcelona to Al Hilal. But I'm going to go into that later. Mane has more untapped potential. Maybe the injury caused more damage than it should have, or that we knew of. Maybe his stagnation and the fact that he couldn't really adapt to the German game changed his perspective on European football. Maybe he didn't want to go back to the Premier League in order to avoid facing Liverpool. Maybe he shouldn't have left Liverpool to begin with. All these are things that fans may be wondering, especially Liverpool fans, seeing where he's gone now. Whereas teammates or former teammates like Salah are still in the game. Firmino's obviously left and gone to the Saudi Premier League. Maybe that also played an influential role in Mane choosing to sign for an SPL club. But it just doesn't seem fruitful to me. It doesn't seem as though there's much for him to gain. Sure, on paper, seeing him play alongside Cristiano Ronaldo or opposite Cristiano Ronaldo is a very interesting combination. But witnessing it in Asia, not really something most of us expected or wanted to see. The thing is, I really doubt that people are going to start going out of their way in order to watch SPL football. That's the thing. I think that these clubs are basically building fan bases within the country. And that's how they should be going about it. I doubt they're going to get people who are not from there to take time out of their days and actually cover or watch the league. It doesn't really make any sense to me. Maybe that's a goal long term, but for the short term, that's not what I see happening. Moreover, I truly hope that this doesn't signal the end of Mane's career. And that's all I have to say for this video. If you're one of our subscribers and you enjoyed this video, please like and press the bell notifications button because we post content on a daily basis. And if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and do so. And I will see you next time the whistle blows. Thanks all for tuning in.